we are going to be talking about the TPT School Access program and whether or not you should be enrolled in it or participating in it, whatever the word is. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to lay out some facts and rumors and theories for you so that you can make a smart decision for you. Stay tuned. Hey, my name is Lorianne, and if you are new or returning, welcome. Here at It's All Primary, we talk teacher side hustles. And before I get into this too far, let me just talk about something that just recently was sent probably to your email box regarding a trademark infringement. So you might have received an email, not sure whether it was real, not sure whether it was just directed to you. It was actually sent out to the entire TPT community. If you get their notifications, you would have gotten this, but they said basically Warner Brothers has expressed concerns over intellectual property. Trademark. And Warner Brothers is big. Any content that has to do with things that they have trademarked, if you have created products with anything that bears a resemblance of something of theirs, you need to remove it. Harry Potter is probably going to be the biggest one on this list. Lord of the Rings, I'm just going to take a quick look at here. Scooby-Doo, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, Justice League, Green Lantern, Game of Thrones, Flintstones, Jetsons, right? Like, there's a whole list on here. You have to have their permission. This is true for anything that is trademarked. There are products all over Teachers Pay Teachers regarding Disney, Lego. They're all trademarked. You need permission. And if you don't, you may get a cease and desist slapped on you, on your products and possibly your store. So be very, very careful. We need to be really smart when we're making products that involve other people, whether it be a company like Warner Brothers, your clip art, your fonts that you have purchased. You have to give credit. You have to read their terms of use. I'm not going to get it in anymore, but I like at the very bottom there is a copyright and trademark quiz. Take the quiz, okay? So that's one thing I want to share. Okay, let's talk about the TPT Access. If you are a brand new seller to TPT, congratulations, welcome. You may have received an email back in January asking you if you were going to participate in the TPT School Access program. Now, they open it up every end of January for 1 month. So from end of January to February 28th, so this is a timely video, you have to say or not say whether you want to participate in the TPT School Access program. So what is that program? TPT has created this program where they offer schools at a certain price downloads that the school purchases for the teachers in a sense rented. I'm using rented in quotation marks because you download a product, right? Downloads are available for 1 year. My biggest question was last year, how much is this costing the schools? Like, how much do they have to pay for this? So basically how it works is that a school applies to TPT to be part of the School Access program, and based on how many teachers, how many downloads they think they want, the size of their school, they create a plan for each individual school. At the recent TPT town hall meeting, TPT said 2,000 schools currently participate in the program, and it involves 60,000 teachers. Now, I've checked on a few places as to how much schools are actually paying. And this number is, okay, I'm going to speak from experience, okay, based on what someone told me last year, and then again, something very similar this year. The two teachers from the schools that I have talked to. So they're paying a fee, and we'll talk about it in just a minute. Come around to some of these in a minute. So what does this mean for you? It means a couple things. First of all, if you choose to participate, your TPT School Access enrollment is from July 1st, 2022 until June 30th, 2020. If you were involved in it last year and you don't contact them or anything, it stays the same. Okay? So if you do nothing, if you forget about it, whatever the situation was or your status of it was last year, it stays the same this year. What that means is if you choose to participate in the program, your resources go into a catalog for schools. Potentially most of your products, but not all of them. There are two conditions. As long as the product is under $15, and two, as long as it's not a bundle. Okay, so they will not use your bundles. They will not use products over $15 from your store. You cannot pick and choose which products. Those are the only two exceptions that will not be part of the program. So whether it's a $1 product or a $14.99 product, those can be part of the catalog. I'm going to be using quotation marks for the catalog, and you will get paid the first time a teacher uses your product or they choose your product as part of the downloads that the school may purchase. You will receive 64% of your product listing. This is the exact same amount that you would get paid if your product was on the TPT site-wide sale. So normally your product gets, if you had a $3 product, you have a 20% fee, right? And then if it was a TPT sale, which we just had, you will get an additional 20%. And it actually works out to 64%. Sorry, quick battery change. If the product is downloaded again the second year in the program by the same teacher, it is then go on TPT. All this information's on TPT. 64% of your resource, if you are a premium seller, 80% if you are a basic seller, and 48% of your list price in the second year. So technically you could make a little bit more over 2 years. Possible. So basically your products as part of TPT School Access is if it's perpetually on a TPT site-wide sale. That's what it means. If you were in the TPT site-wide sale last year and you want to know how much you made specifically, it's not in the dashboard. Where you've got to go, hold on, is when you open up your profile, you're going to look where it says Sales Report. And when you click on Sales Report, under Source, you're going to change source to TPT School Access as opposed to the TPT Marketplace. And then all your ones will show up. Now, let's talk about the pros and the cons to this. There's a couple things at play here. First of all, there are a lot of teachers out there who cannot afford to buy your products. So this program could turn out to be something really wonderful for them. Not everyone is participating in this program, and so it's less of a saturation of products available. You got potentially right now 60,000 eyes that may not have seen your product had they just gone on to TPT. So you may get, one of the things TPT said in the recent town hall meeting is that people who have been in the school access program tend to buy, they're 2.4 or 2.5 times more likely to purchase from you, possibly. Again, they're more likely to purchase outside of the school access program. TPT is quite excited about this program. On a recent, actually this happened more last year, and then it's come up again in a Facebook group that people are a little bit unsure about where the money is going, because we do not know exactly how much money schools are paying. However, the two sources, and I only have two, sorry, so I'm taking them with a grain of salt. But both of them were charged $8 per download. One of them had 300 downloads for their 40 teachers. That works out to be $8 a download. Now, $8 is about midway, not quite midway between, $1 and $15, not quite. But you know what? When the school looks at the catalog, there are no prices. So unless they do sort of their own private searching, they don't know how much that product really costs. So they could be buying a $1 product. They could be buying a $15 or $14 product. And does it average all out? Probably. But we don't know. And I think this is where some people get a little bit annoyed, because you might have $3 products for sale and TPT has charged $8. Now, I'm not saying that's not the number, because I just don't know. And it's nowhere on their website. People have asked in the forum posts. Those are not being answered, because they are saying that they cater it to each individual school. I know one of the things that TPT does offer with the school access is that they will, if you need help with curriculum, they will offer that extra support. Does that extra support cost money? It does. I don't know how much it costs. So it's one of these things, right? Some people have said that, my prices are already low, and they, now they're going to charge an additional money. And so my price drops even lower. But I wanted to say this. Many sellers sell their products, have $1 deals. Like, for example, during the Super Bowl, they had half off on their prices. That's 50% off. Many teachers participate in $1 deals. Hashtag sales, right? $1, $1. So I'm thinking, what's the difference between a site-wide sale where you are getting 64% and a $1 sale where you're getting potentially 10 to 20% of your product, right? I think it becomes perspective. As I said, I'm not here to convince you one way or another how to do this. If you want to participate, all you need to do is go to your dashboard, and where your picture is, just above all the numbers, you can join right there. And again, you have until February 28th. If you do not want to participate in the site-wide sale, in the TPT Access program, all you need to do is make sure that, depending on what your status was last year, if it said did not participate, you can just leave it. You don't have to touch it again. If you participated last year and then you decide you don't want to do it this year, then you've got to change the status for next year. One of the things you might want to consider doing, either way, is looking at, if you participated last year, how many sales you made as a result of the TPT site-wide, the TPT School Access program. That's the key word today. How much money you actually made. I made very few, less than 5% of my sales were part of the TPT School Access. So it's not a big difference for me. But that might be something you need to check. Again, go to your sales report and then just change the source to TPT School Access and you'll see it there. Okay. Okay, next video is going to be a continuation of our boom cards video. Our boom card video that I did a couple weeks ago. And I'm going to take that product that I made, what was it? Oh, the candy hearts. I'm like, what was that? And I'm going to actually upload it onto TPT. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe, being healthy, keep the faith, keep going. You can do this. And we'll catch you in this video, which is all about trademarks. Or you can take a look at the playlist. There's lots there. See ya.